Hello, brothers and sisters in Christ. Well, today's a good day. It's the last day I'm using my phone as my camera. I just got this video camera, new, like 2 days ago, and so I've been playing with it, and it's probably going to be on my next videos when I'll first implement it. But yeah, so I just want to start off by saying how grateful I am that I live in a country, I live in a household, I live in a world that's around me that I can do stuff like this. I can make videos about my beliefs. I can have a camera, all this stuff that so many people just don't even have access to. So I do not take that for granted at all. But today I want to talk about spiritual strength, and there's a special treat at the end of the video. Well, might not be a treat, but it goes, we've all been knocked down spiritually. What's the easy thing to do when we get knocked down and we feel our soul just cold inside of us? And the first thing that people do is they blame God. We feel aloof and angry and sometimes awesomely scared. And I mean that in most sense of great and epic, but horrifying. We need to hold on to no matter how deep we fall, no matter how much pain, God is on our side. I really think this verse out of Psalms 46, 1-3, really talks about about the consequence of earthly things and then heavenly strength and earthly strength. And so it goes like this. It goes, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, that the earth giveth away, the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, and its waters roar and foam, the mountains quake with their surging. So that was was very powerful. I really appreciate that. The thing I was thinking about before I started recording was when I was looking for verses, this verse really is great at combining heavenly things, heavenly ideas and truths, and earthly truths. The tragedy of a mountain falling into the sea, or the waters flooding everything. Like, that's the very earthly thing that tests our strength. And then there's stuff like our spiritual strength. If we've been wronged, if we've been, bullied or ghosted or anything, then it's easy to just blame God. But that's not, he didn't do that. He would never do that. So now I'm going to do something kind of fun. I'm a big Rocky fan, thanks to my dad. So Rocky Balboa, the movie, is about the boxer. And in the last, technically, Rocky movie, he's done other Creed movies now about Apollo Creed's son. But in the last Rocky movie, he gives this monologue to his son, who's feeling discouraged and feels like all the limelight's on him because his dad's this famous boxer. And so I'm going to read the monologue for you. I've not read anything dramatic or monologue in like 3 years, so I'll probably be a little bit rusty, but I love to act and I love film and movies and scripts and stuff, so I'm going to read that for you now. You ain't going to believe this, but you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say, Mother, this is the best kid the world's ever known. Best kid than anybody ever. And I knew. And you grew up good and wonderful, and it was just such a treat watching you every day, like a privilege. But sometimes you gotta come and be your own man and take on the world. And you did, but somewhere along the line it changed you. You stopped being you. You started letting a person stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started to get something to blame, like a big shadow. Well, let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty and terrible place, and it'll knock you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You or me or nobody's gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. About how much pain you can keep moving forward. Now, if you know what you're worth, go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not point your finger saying where you are because him or her or somebody. No, cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you, no matter what. No. No matter what happens, you're my son. You're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life. Well, thank you for humoring me there. You ain't gonna have a life unless you adopt strength. And where's strength come from? From the God. So thank you.